Struggling against the 4-4 split cover 2 invert, I'm going to show you offensive formation and mini scheme to go ahead and get your opponent quickly out of that defense. Coming up next. Hey, this is Full Game Prometheus, the only YouTuber that actually gives you full games of all the tips and schemes I post on my channel. I'll show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, so guys, going to be going into a subscriber suggestion. He actually was having a hard time with a particular defense. If you guys are new to my channel and you're looking for different defensive and offensive tips to take your game to the next level, and you're looking for some meta-free stuff, go and hit the subscribe button and also that, notification icon so you can get my daily tips. Alright, so this is one of my subscribers that just recently reached out to me, and his name is Jerome Bostic. He says, hey man, what beats cover 2 invert? And I went ahead and whittled it down that he actually he's struggling against cover 2 invert in the 4-4 split. Well, that particular defense is pretty good against the run and stuff like that, but you have to have very good users if you do use the free safety over the middle. So it's important that you know what you can do to expose your opponent with it. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Falcons playbook because Jerome Bostic is actually using the Falcons, and I actually looked at a couple different formations. I did take a peek at the wing is one of the formations we can use, or the bunch, or actually the Y-off trio. But I wanted to go and show a couple different concepts that are very effective against this formation. So we're going to go ahead and use this with the Y-off trio weak. The Y-off trio weak is a base offense against this. Now, what's great about the the gun Y off trio weak is that it's got really good audibles to attack your opponent that's spamming a cover 2 invert type of a defense. This is going to allow you to go ahead and attack your opponent in different areas and drive them nuts. So one of your audibles is stick, the other one is the play action post dig shot, which will get you some pretty big yards with it. Another audible that you have is going to be 4 verticals, which will give you a huge shot play up the middle. Now, one of the base plays I want to call, if I got an opponent that's spamming the cover 2 split out of this Atlanta Falcons playbook, is I'm going to use the halfback bid draw. So that's something I probably would recommend doing. A lot of people use a 4-4 split because they actually want to go ahead and use it against basically people that want to try to stop that run. They want to get 4 people down in the box. But the thing is that the way, unless they make any kind of manual adjustments, the way this defense is set up, it allows you to go ahead and get some pretty easy yards with the draw play with this defense. So let's just go and see if we can attack our opponent with it. As you can see right here, I'm able to go ahead and pick up some fairly easy yards right up the middle. I'm picking up 5 yards at a time. And if he's not attacking the run with his free safety, you're going to be able to go and get some. You're going to get easy 4 yards with a draw play or more, depending on whether you're going to do that. So you can see I'm picking up 5 or 6 yards. The defenders are not falling down; they're actually pulling away. So let's just take a look at this in instant replay. So all these defenders are not attacking the run; they're actually falling back into zones, and it isn't until I'm getting past the line of scrimmage or the defender's actually attacking me. So that's just going to allow me to go ahead and pick up an easy 5 yards. And if you're running the ball and you're picking a good 5 or 6 yards a shot, you're winning in the running game. So you don't want to think that you need to pick up a first down every time you run the ball. Picking up 5 or 6 yards is good because it's going to shorten your field and allow you to attack your opponent. So let's go ahead and jump out of this. We're going to jump into another play, or basically the play that we're going to use. So our base play, once again, in this formation, is going to be the draw. That's going to be our base play, so we can harass them with it. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the other plays that we can do. Now, the play that really caught my attention, I thought, okay, this is basically the play you're going to beat your opponent with, is going to be verticals. And you want to watch what happens. Now, if he uses his free safety, the guy over the middle, he's going to basically have to cover 2 players. So you can make adjustments to really mess with your opponent. But watch. See how Gabriel just gets wide open? That was just a bad pass right there. But Gabriel didn't have anybody defending. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this off again with the 4 verticals. From an assignment wise, basically, you got a 1-play touchdown unless he plays that seam player. Unless he actually picks up the seam player or mans up, he actually uses some kind of man assignments on Gabriel, you've got that one play touchdown. And once you pop your opponent with this particular route and basically get a 60-yard touchdown, he's going to be super conscious of it, and this is going to essentially open up everything that you want. So another adjustment you could do out of verticals just to keep him honest is that if he's got off coverage, you can go ahead and just do a quick out. The defenders aren't going to get to the out quick enough, so now he's going to have to try to defend those out routes. So you can pretty much deliberately go ahead and pop your opponent with the quick with verticals, just with a little quick out. So as you can see right there, I like to do it off to the right side because the one defender actually has to play the seam route a little bit. You could do it on the other side. But I think what's going to happen is that, you know, this is just another way you can attack. Just tack the outs against your opponent if he's not actually pressing his guys. That actually will make a big difference. So I don't know if he's pressing his guys, but, you know, between quick outs and then basically this shot play right over the top, you're going to have him having to play a lot of different areas. Now this is where things would get a little bit more interesting with this scheme, is you can go into a base play which is stick. Now what's great about stick is that you got inside reads, and one of the reads is going to be this tight end right here. Is it's going to float into a little 5-yard hook. So he has to play, he's got to play the seam. He's got to be very conscious of the seam, because if he starts playing down, you can pop him up with the seam really up top. So that's something you could do. So one of the things you can do to really keep him honest is go into stick. Maybe just go ahead and put another seam route right there, and that way he's got to play that seam, and it's actually going to go ahead and open up that area for you. So that's a little adjustment that you can do against your opponent out of stick, is go ahead and keep them guessing, and now you've got a nice little underneath route that I'm picking a good 10 yards, and that freaking tight end is just going to keep falling back in the same area. Verticals too, you've also got the free release by the running back, so that's a nice little underneath route that if your opponent starts really cheating up to the verticals, trying to cover the verticals, you know you can actually dump that down because those areas should be wide open. So this is one of those type of plays that you know that you can really get some easy completions against your opponent if he actually spans it, and he's going to have to be super user with this guy over the middle of the field. I've had numerous times where I've been playing people that I use the 4-4 split, where I couldn't get anything. I would get shredded up because he actually had all the reads. Now here's the final play we could take a look at out of this Falcons playbook. Is a play action dig shot. Now basically you want to go ahead and keep the play action the way it is, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the tight end and actually put him on a drag route. This is going to give me a high-low read. We could pretty much leave this play the same way, but what's going to happen now is I got a high-low read, and now I've got this crosser on the back side that I can hit my opponent with. So he's going to be very conscious of it, but he's not going to be very conscious of that. So let's see if we can go ahead and just do a levels concept right here. You bring 7 blockers, and now we're going to go ahead and attack them with a nice little post route to the backside. So those defenders just really can't play it, and what's going to give you an opportunity is that you can actually still hit him with this crossing route over the backside. Look at it, it's just wide open. So I would probably recommend actually bringing the drag down on the backside with this play action dig. So he's going to have to cover multiple wide receivers, and he's not going to have all those routes covered completely, and then you got that deep post route that you can hit over the middle with this route. So he's going to get out of the cover two. He can't play in the split unless he's going with hybrid coverages. He's manning up guys, because you're going to be able to go ahead and shred him up top for some easy completions. So just got rid of that ball a little bit late, but you could see I'm getting an opportunity to go and attack my opponent in certain areas. So this is just really easy. It's super easy to go and do this to get your opponent and pick up some touchdowns. All right, so I hope that's really helped out for you. Once again, Duran Bosick, I hope this helps you win some more games. If you did like this, let me know. Hit the like button. I really would appreciate it. And if you guys are new to my channel and you're like, hey, this is a really good tip. I've been struggling against the 44 split cover 2 invert. This is a way to go and attack it. Obviously, as you get a little bit closer into the end zone, you're not going to be able to use these concepts because I'm beating this defense by stretching the field. So once again, to my subscribers, thank you once again for your support. I hope you guys picked up some pretty good tips from this, and until next time.